We're here today to see if you can beat Fallout New Vegas' Simon Phoenix. Simon Phoenix is the antagonist of the movie Demolition Man, starring Sylvester Stallone. Came out in the 90s. Became fairly mainstream for it being a science fiction action movie, which was not really a huge thing at that point in time. Now that we grabbed our SMG, we can get into this somewhat proper. In the movie, Simon Phoenix takes out the doctor that helps him, air quotes on helps. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about there. I decide I'm going to help out the Powder Gangers this round. I'm just going to take out Ringo right here, right from the start. Simon Phoenix was played by Wesley Snipes in the movie. Again, antagonist of the Demolition Man movie from the 90s. His entire thing was he was a criminal, almost a mastermind, if you will. During his time in the present, mind you, the past now, but he then gets incarcerated, same with John Spartan, in a cryogenic facility, kind of like Fallout 4, and is woken up much, much later after the United States has changed and all that happy good shit. The thing about the rehabilitation is that it's like subliminal, kind of like brainwashing. John Spartan, the protagonist of it, played by Stallone, goes into the ice, you know, rough and tumble action hero moniker, whatever. Comes out of it knowing how to like knit and crochet and shit because it's supposed to calm him down. Simon Phoenix, on the other hand, comes out of it knowing like every martial art and how to handle every firearm there is. This part coming up here relates back to a comment I got on a previous video when I talked about the Powder Gangers. So I'll just let that play out.
Not all Powder Gangers out there are friends of mine, like the group in Prim. They'll be gunning for you no matter what, so keep that in mind.
So the group in Prim is part of the Powder Gangers. They're just not allied with Joe Cobb there.
Look at you. Walking in here like you're one
anyway, you may be wondering, well, why does Simon Phoenix learn like every martial art and all that other shit that he knows, like how to hack and all that? It's actually pivotal to the movie and whatnot. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go watch it. It could probably be found on like every streaming anything.
What do you say?
So, criminal mastermind. We're going to try to ally ourselves with mostly criminals this run. You know, wants to, like, take over everything if you can. One of the main things in the movie is the guy that woke him from the ice, his cryo sleep. He can't kill. He can't hurt him. So we're going to treat Mr. House like that guy. We can't kill House. Alright, so helping the Powder Gangers here. I don't think I've ever helped them in a run before. So this is all fairly new to me. Paying attention to it. We get sent to take out this traveling merchant, which is just a bounty hunter, even though there's no bounty on the convicts. And whoever thought it was a good idea to give convicts explosives to begin with, especially in a post-apocalyptic world. What the fuck is wrong with you? Right?
Good.
Pretty sure ghouls would have probably taken the job for cheaper, but whatever. We head back, tell Eddie about taking the guy out.
The NCR hasn't raised hell over our
Easy enough. He says, oh, it must have been an NCR ranger. Nah, it was just some dipshit that wanted to try to collect a bounty. We get sent to Prim to try to get information from Lieutenant Hayes. He doesn't want to give us any information because why would he? So we just steal the orders off of him and fuck off back to Eddie. We also have a couple of Powder Ganger followers at this point. It's a mod I'm using. We can recruit like anyone. And Simon Phoenix was known for having his henchmen and goons around him. So we'll have a few through this run. Head outside. NCR attacks. Gotta go deal with that. I put my caravan shotgun to use. We're going to pick up a few different guns throughout this run. He's known for handguns. Like a 45 Winchester, like 1911, which is pretty cool. most nowadays we call it like a sawed-off shotgun. More or less a pump-action shotgun with a bird's neck grip on it. Or a gooseneck grip. Either which one of those you want to call it. He also uses a bunch of submachine guns throughout the movie and a couple of automatic rifles. The biggest thing that he uses, though, that I always found pretty cool, is he ends up with an energy weapon. Like, he goes into a museum for, like, antiquity and firearms and stuff, and there's a bunch of guns. He's like, well, this is the future and shit. Where the fuck's the energy guns and, like, laser guns and shit? So he finds one. They refer to it as, one, a particle beam rifle, and two, as an electromagnetic rifle. It's based off of a H&K G11, which was like a prototype rifle at the time. They specifically refer to it as a magnetic accelerator. And then they also call it a futuristic particle beam gun. And while the H&K G11 was in Fallout 2, and there's a mod that puts it in Fallout New Vegas, I decided the closest thing to it in standard Fallout New Vegas is just the Gauss rifle. Mind you, I'll also mess around with a couple other energy-based weapons later on, since he's fascinated with futuristic tech. So, make our way through Murder Pass by way of Hidden Valley to hit up the gun runners, sell off a bunch of stuff that we had, buy a bunch of new stuff, caravan shotgun, or SMG, pick up a 1911. Like I said, he has a 1911 that's in like 45 Winchester or something. Pretty strange gun. Cool looking though. Head into Freeside, take out the thugs that always jump you, and I decide I'm gonna destroy the Van Graff so I can get my hands on some energy weapons and some armor, you know. Bit off a little more than I could chew. Almost a little more than I could chew. He also uses, you see me throw a grenade there. He also uses explosives. The entire thing of him and John Spartan getting arrested in the movie was due to him setting off, I do believe it's like packs of C4 or something. So he knows his way around some explosives. We almost get taken out right here. 1 bar away from dying. Able to pull through. VATS gives me enough time to preemptively get the healing. Oh, I wasted most of my stim packs right there. The 45 pistol does hit fairly hard. Like I said, they should have just added it into the game, the leveled lists, as soon as the well, I understand why they didn't release it into the leveled lists of the base game until after the DLC was finished. But after you finished it the first time, it should have just automatically been added into the leveled lists of the game. So I have a mod that automatically does that for all DLC weapons. That would make sense floating around, like a 1911 or a Thompson, things like that. Gotta fall back out of the Silver Rush. Wait around, seeing if anyone's gonna come out and try to kill me. Head back in, try to take out Jean the Baptiste. They're taking out my guys left, right, and center. I have no more healing left at this point, so I'm just trying to get my guys to take out one of these guys so it'd be easier to deal with. They're not, so I fall back again. Trying to regroup, figure out what to do here, because that's a lot of good loot. And then I remember, oh yeah, there's a bed over in this building. Thought it was up top. I was originally thinking of the one where the kids go and sleep. Sleep for an hour, heal all up, jump back in, bring the fight back to them, so we can start collecting some good loot from them. This man and his damn plasma caster. Able to tank some shots here, take out his laser rifle, put a couple more shots into him. He goes for, I do believe, a plasma rifle next. Doesn't matter. Fall back, heal up, run back in, cycle through it as much time as needed. Trying to figure out why my one guy's using a kitchen knife. Whatever, man. So we go in. They take out John the Baptiste. The last thug is running around. I think he's trying to go and grab a grenade to use. I don't know. He gets taken out before anything significant happens, and we loot the place. Bunch of free cash, good ammo.
Welcome to the New Vegas.
Sell everything off, head over to Dr. Usunagi, whatever. Buy a bunch of stim packs. Hit up the gun runners. Make sure everything's taken care of here. By taken care of, I mean adding another SMG into the mix. The 45 SMG could take the place of the rifle that he uses for the moment. Found that these bushes are kind of weird. Never really paid attention to them. Kind of fun, though. Head to the Sunset Sarsaparilla bottling plant because there's something I want to try, which is to clip through the door here, right? That guy's just right on the other side of it. Pew Pew is there, and so is the holotape. So I want to know, if I get in there early, is the stuff there, right? Haven't talked to Festus or anything like that. Just trying to do the old quick save, quick load through the door. It's not working. I tried pulling some robots down to be able to jump on them. They lose collision here. Also, when I quick save, quick load too quick in succession, my FPS just fucking tanks. Like 12 FPS from a good like 90 that I was getting. So I start to figure out here, okay, well, the storeroom is over in the corner. This hallway is blocked off. This would technically be over top of it. So what's past here? Quick save, quick load, able to get through there, and it's just a void. It's usually how it goes with New Vegas and Fallout 3. Whenever they have a hallway blocked off, they usually don't have stuff down around the corner. So I figure, okay, I'm going to try to jump over, and I fall into the void. When you fall into the void out of a map, you zero out. You go to like the 0 coordinate. For this map, it's the front door, which is good. So now I'm just trying to figure a way to get myself over there and maybe figure a way to clip myself into it. So he's there. I can see that he's there. He has his gun. Everything's good. If I can get in there, I can get that. Then, you know, clip yourself out, zero out. Fucking leave. So I tried this for a bit, and I figured, maybe this concrete pile would be the way to do it. Although, it seems like they tried to stop this from happening. So they have this weird double-layer concrete thing on each side of the wall, which they don't need. Which is kind of funny. Figure, okay, well, I keep falling off right there. What if I jump, quick load, and quick save? Maybe that will push me through the wall. Almost. On the right track. So I quick load back to where I was, try to get myself up and around in the correct position to try it again. And I say, alright, well, it's thinner right here, because I'm guessing they put that wall there for this reason. What if I jump in between and quick load and quick save? And it worked. Pushed me through the wall into the room. I spent a bit collecting up all the badges, because why not? Take everything off of what's-his-face here. Take his gun. Pew pew. That'll be our energy weapon for right now. Heavy hitting. Uses a bunch of ammo. And then I take the holotape. Funny thing is, the holotape automatically completes the quest, even if you haven't collected any of the bottle caps or anything. And the next thing is just to figure out a way to get the hell out of here. Either of these corners is going to be a bitch and a half, and I really wasn't thinking about it when leaving. For the same reason, I wasn't really thinking about it when I was coming in either. But these corners have like a square... Well, you saw it, a block. And it has its own collision. When I try to clip out through this wall, I get there, I get out, but I'm stuck inside the collision of that new wall, which is hard as hell to try to figure out how to get out of. Again, I think this was put in place right here to stop people from quick saving, quick loading into it. Although, you point your head down, you crouch, you quick save, quick load, and you can get yourself to fall through it somehow. Not entirely sure how that one worked, but it did, so I'm happy. I got the gun, a level, and gonna move on about the rest of the game.
Submit to a credit check.
After that, I decide to hit up the strip. I submit to a credit check. I have more than enough caps at this point. As I'm heading into the strip proper, my followers apparently proc the whole security system, which is interesting. I guess because they're added in by a mod.
Hey, fellow.
Doesn't matter. Hit up the tops, as I always do. Toss a grenade, bust out my assault carbine that I grabbed on the way back from gun runners. Like I said, he uses SMGs and a few fully automatic rifles in the movie. This will be taking the place of the SMG and rifle at this point. So no 9mm SMG and 45 SMG. Just the assault carbine. Take everyone out. Easy enough to deal with. Especially with guys backing us up here. We start looting. Because why not? Take everything we can. Take out the last of the guards. Head on over, get the platinum chip off of Benny. Same with his keys and Maria, because Simon Phoenix is a petty asshole in the movie, so he'd pull some shit like this. Load back up, head and talk to Victor. That way we can go talk to House. I also noticed Victor's made by H&H Tool Company. Same ones that make the nail gun. So that's interesting. We talked to House. He says he didn't expect us to come back and talk to him after we went there and killed Benny, and we do the whole upgrade the Securitrons shit, because that's an unskippable thing no matter what you do. Well, do NCR or Legion, you don't need to worry about it. Wants us to go to Caesar's camp under Fortification Hill, on Fortification Hill, so we can get to the thing under Fortification Hill. You know how it is. We go talk to Caesar. Not killing him yet, anyway.
And now you come before the mighty Kaiser to what? Offer your services?
Never heard this dialogue from him before.
Really? Because I'm going to have you killed now. Relax. I'm fucking with you. You do know why I wanted to meet you, right? A man nearly kills you, so you try.
Find it funny that it can have a sense of humor. We head down in, talk to House again. He tells us to put the chip in the thing, and yet he doesn't have control over the security system here, because even though he can connect with the system here, he can't control the system here. So we start moving through the facility here. Bunker, I guess. Putting our new shotgun to use. Throughout the movie, one of the first things he grabs from the museum armory thing is a shotgun. Same overall style. It's not a magazine-fed one. Also, didn't know you could piss off the Securitrons there. We go in, we take out the turrets. Any laser turret that's fast-hitting is annoying to deal with. Still don't understand why the fuck there's a mattress down here. As we head back to the strip, What's-His-Face always stops me and just annoys the fuck out of me. Shoot him in the head, move on. Here's the funny thing. I never knew that if you come here after you have to upgrade the Securitrons, they'll blow the dude apart with rockets and shit. That's pretty cool. Mr. House goes on a thing about how Caesar's gonna attack the dam at some point and how he needs to get all his ducks in a row, and sends us to go talk to the boomers. The boomers could be useful, right? They got a good amount of guns. Not really beholden to any government at this point, so we'll try to get them on our side so we can use them later on. Fix up the people inside. Again, Simon Phoenix was gifted with a bunch of information to be able to survive in the future. We listen to the boomers kid talk about their past and how they came from a vault and blew up a bunch of people. To get the solar panel pieces we need, we head to Helios 1. Start taking out the NCR. Again, he's a wanted criminal, so the major government in the area, which is the NCR, got to be on their bad side. Put the assault carbine to work. Pick up all the solar panels. Although, if memory serves me right, Helios isn't a solar array. It's like mirrors or some shit pointing at a... I think it's like some type of fancy salt or some shit in the top of it. And then that heats up and that maybe produces energy somehow. Probably closer along the lines of maybe somehow heats up water. Anyway, we activate the Helios 1, Archimedes 1 defense system. So Archimedes 2 is the rangefinder, which was a prototype. And Archimedes 1 was the defense system for Helios 1. Because why not? Wait for the NCR to run out. It automatically does its thing. Although I understand that it's like wirelessly sending power up through like microwaves or whatever to the satellite. The satellite has to be in like a geosynchronous orbit above us to always be able to defend Helios. Why can't it just like have a battery backup and just, you know, store power to be able to shoot at nighttime? I get the gun off the kid, and I give him an actual gun, because why not? Seems like a fair trade. Test out the rangefinder. Notice the thing on the back doesn't do its thing. Oh well. Piss off some people in Freeside testing it out. Doesn't matter. Also have Veronica at this point, because I gotta go to the Brotherhood at some point. Might as well use her now. He always has henchmen following him around, so makes sense. Talk to Pearl. She tells us to go get the stuff for the bomber. Put a mark directly above the bomber to see where it is when I got here, so that when I leave and stand on the shore, I can look at exactly where the bomber is. I was watching a video the other night, and it said the bomber is not in the actual location where it pops up from. So it pops up from a different location. And I didn't believe it, but it's true. The bomber pops up a good bit away from where it actually sits on the floor. Why they did it that way, I don't know. As I went back to Loyal, the game crashed because this is Fallout, so it just happens. Talk to Loyal, tell him, you know, everything's good to go. He tells us they're going to bomb like an outskirt part of Vegas or some shit as a diversion. Whatever. We talk to Pearl, tell her to help us. When the time comes, we go back to house and tell him the boomers will help us if we need it. Not him, us, if we need it. He's kind of annoyed that we can't go talk to the Omertas because may have already dealt with them. I just don't like him. I don't know why he allows them to operate on the strip anyway. Like anybody out there would be willing to take over that building with power and water. So I don't get why he doesn't just find some random people to take over the place. We use Veronica to get into the Brotherhood's bunker and take out Ramos straight away, and she kind of just starts beating the fuck out of Brotherhood members herself. It's kind of fun. Kill as many as we can. I loot them along the way and start outfitting my guys with power armor and energy weapons. Pick up a Gauss rifle. Put it to use here. I also love the animation that Hitman did for it. Puts the crank on the side to use. Beautiful. Really beautiful. Take out the rest of the Brotherhood. Put the assault carbine to use. Put some energy pulse slugs, that's what they're called, to use. Taking out the power armor. Always good to have. Always versatile. Not entirely sure how a pulse slug could differ from like the electromagnetic shot of a Gauss rifle. Also, love this little bit there where you destroy the bunker and the security system over it disappears too. But yeah, I always thought that the Gauss rifle should fuck with power armor the same way a pulse slug does.
Electrical substation.
Could just be me.
Humble as it appears, the substation has immense strategic value, for it's there that you
Now he sends me
jumpstart
to the
electricity
Dorito
in
substation
reactor.
to jumpstart the NCR. Not on. Well, yeah. To use the NCR's substation for power to jumpstart the reactors in New Vegas. Getting myself confused there for a second. I decide I'm going to go fuck off and talk to the cons. Because he hasn't sent us to. I don't know if he sends us to. It's weird.
I haven't.
We start helping them out. Talk to Diane. She wants proof that drug runners aren't treated well by the Legion. They don't like chems of any kind, so we free Anders, send him back to Red Rock. I fast travel to the Legion, and they don't like me anymore, so I just start shooting. At this point, I have the, whenever you crit with an energy weapon, it causes like a plasma corona, which is a ring of light. In this case, a ring of energy. To explode out from the person affected. If you kill someone else with the ring of energy, it can daisy chain, which is pretty cool. Take out everyone in the camp. Nail Caesar as soon as we come in. Put this slick-ass animation to use here, taking out most of the Legion. I always wondered why this gun had the handle. Mind you, it also has a magazine on the side of it, but you can only use one type of ammo for guns and stuff, and the, I guess, engine that they were using. After that, we head to Quarry Junction to take out some death claws so that we could talk to Melissa. Run straight up on her, and she says, "That's close enough." It's kind of funny.
Don't worry.
Tell her about how women can't fight in the Legion.
Let me see.
Get the book, give that to Regis, so that he knows what happens to the tribes and what happened to the other 87 tribes.
But I want to leave a
Talk to Papa Khan. I was originally going to do the whole become the new Khan thing, but that requires being on the good side of the Legion. This point in time, I figure House has outlived his usefulness, so we've got to deal with him. Mind you, I said in the beginning, we can't kill House. That's how it was in the movie. Simon could not kill the man that brought him out of the ice because he was brainwashed not to be able to. We sit and we wait for House's animation to finish. I get it, it's supposed to be grandiose and whatnot, it's just kind of funny. But as I was saying, Simon can't kill the man that brainwashed him because the man wanted to use him as kind of a political assassin. Although the people were technically living beyond the law in the sewers and shit under the city. Whatever. Can't kill him. Simon Phoenix cannot kill him. Which means our character cannot kill House. We cannot kill House. Right from the finish, using his vocal cords after God knows how long. So, just like he does in the movie, we don't kill him. Mind you, this doesn't work the first few times I try it. So I figure, I'm just going to give a dude like some dynamite and see if he'll throw the dynamite in the guy's face, and maybe that will work. And it does. First stick doesn't kill him, which is weird. So I have him throw another one. Give it a second there. There we go. And that kills him. That's exactly how it goes in the movie. While Simon can't kill the man that brought him out of the ice. I forget his name, which is why I keep calling him that. The other criminals can. So he tosses his gun to somebody else and says, "Kill this fucker for me." And they do. So that's how that works. After that, we head to the Hoover Dam. Mind you, we get Yes Man and do the whole Yes Man thing. He wants to take over the entirety of the West Coast anyway in Demolition Man. So, makes sense. We get Yes Man. We head to the dam here. We start taking people out. First with our assault carbine. All sorts of weird geometry shit going on right now. Kind of funny. We have our guys backing us up in power armor. We also have our Securitrons. As we make our way further across the dam, we will start switching out our guys for more Securitrons from our army. We have an army of them. We might as well use them, right? Head down, flip the switch, turn the bunker on, get more Securitrons here, head straight over to the Legate's camp. 5 Securitrons in tow. That way we can put them to use. Gatling lasers that they have for an arm hit hard. Well, they hit fast. Which is just as good as hitting hard. Go in, take some pot shots, get their attention, wait for the Securitrons to come in, start laying down some fire for us. These guards, or whatever you want to call these guys here, that are always standing over by the Brahmin waiting to eat, I guess. Take them out, wait for the guards to come down. Take pot shots at the Legate after setting up some mines for him to run through. He sets them off one by one as he makes his way down. Securitrons don't really know what to do in this situation, which is kind of funny. For as hyped up as House made them, they're not really all that good at their job. So I start falling back. The Legate gets his whatever the fuck from over here. More Legion spawns in. I'm not able to accurately aim the Helios laser at the Legate. Takes out most of the other guys though. So our shot there gone. Bust out the shotgun. Trying to figure out where he made his way to. He likes to run back and forth between his tent and down here for some reason. It's able to knock him down due to the shotgun perk we have and just lay into him with the shotgun. As I reload, he pulls out his sword and just gets annihilated. I may think that's the end, but more Legion spawned in. Because they always do. So I put the Gauss rifle to use. The perk that gives us the plasma critical shit is pretty cool. Puts in a lot of work here. Talk to General Oliver. Take out the 1911. Start taking pot shots. We don't really need to worry about it since our Securitrons will take care of it. And that's New Vegas beat as Simon Phoenix. If you haven't seen Demolition Man, I suggest you watch it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.